Hi, everyone. We are live.
Yeah, we are live, and this time recording classic Marvel Star Wars comics.
Yes. Sign up. Okay, cool. All
This time I'm
right.
going to be reading issue 26, and I know I'm going to be saying this over and over again. Doom Patrol, but it's Doom Mission.
Oh, you started it.
I know I did.
You started it now. There's no going back.
Mm-hmm.
All right, copy. All right, awesome. So we got some people joining us live. Woo! All right.
So,
yay!
Remind
Yes.
me now. We're going. My hair. My
Oh.
goodness. This is on live on YouTube and
YouTube, Facebook. Yeah, YouTube, Facebook groups, and Facebook
we can
pages.
see everyone's comments here.
We can see everyone's comments today, and we're doing it this way so that we can show you. Guess what? Oops.
The pages.
Here we go. The pages. We'll probably end up going like this.
Look at that.
Oh, so amazing, right?
Oh, I love that so much.
Very exciting. But for now, we'll just go like this. Oh, and our broadcast has begun. And I'm gonna turn on. Here, let's see.
And
Ooh. There we go. See, so we're brighter and happier. Yes? What were you going to do?
I was looking to see who was here.
Oh, well, we have some people. Here, go to the comments. Right here. There you are.
Hey.
Oh!
There's everybody.
Mouse over some
Your
comments.
comments were hidden.
Mouse over.
Malcolm McLeod says hi. Guess what Chris Alexander says? Hey, hey, hey.
Nice.
Kelly Turkel says,
Oops,
hey, hey.
Sorry. Yay.
And Chris has got his early review on Doom Mission.
Oh.
Doom Mission Impossible. Oh, Carlos is here.
Yay.
Carlos Esteban Munoz says, hey, hey. Everyone's saying, hey, hey.
I know.
How
Courtney
much do you
too.
gotta love that? Oh, Courtney just joined us.
Yeah.
Courtney says, hey.
Everyone's saying hey, hey.
Oh, and Kai Charles.
And Kai.
Oh, Kai.
Hello,
Kai just says hello.
That's okay.
Hey, Kai, there's a format to follow here.
No, she's doing her own thing.
There's a format to follow. Oh, yeah. See?
Hey. All right, and now let's see here. Okay, so you guys, are you ready for Doom Patrol? I mean, Doom Mission.
Don't keep doing that because
You started it.
I started it last time. You just started it now.
You started it.
Okay, well, I'm going to end it.
Have you guys all seen this cover, by the way? Let's see. Have you guys seen this cover?
Look at that cover.
I know. And some of you I know have posted your comments already on this in our Facebook group, but if you haven't, we want to know some of your comments as we go through the episode here. Oh, yes, we are all fans of Hey Hey, the chicken.
And Moana. But now Kai says,
Ah.
hey.
There you go.
Okay. Everyone else took the hey, 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 and the hey, hey. Kai just went with the hey.
Kai wants to be different.
That's Kai calling. Hey, Kai.
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted you to say
right?
hey instead of hello. All right, we're all good. All right, I'll talk to you later. All right, bye, Kai. Isn't that nice, Kai? It's called in. It's a call-in show all of a sudden.
Wow, that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, still calling on my watch though. Oh, there we go. All ended. All right, so should we get into it?
We're gonna get into it, and as we read along, you can read along too because we're gonna be showing you the pages.
Yes, we love this new format. We're so glad that we can do this way because it's much more fun when you guys can see what we're looking at.
I'm
here.
just trying to describe it.
Yeah. So, but for now, let's just go back to us. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Bing. All right. Here we go.
Why don't we show the cover?
Not yet. When we get to the covers.
Okay.
But we got a whole. Yeah.
Okay. But let's look at something. I like to let them look at the cover.
Well, they can look at us.
Why would they want to do that?
Because I put on my makeup today.
All right, see?
And I have.
And I did my hair.
This is from Besame Cosmetics. This lipstick. It's called Blood Red. I'm getting ready for Halloween.
Yes, you are.
Blood Red. Isn't it fun?
See, now there you go. Well, this focus on you then.
Okay.
Stop fighting it, okay? We'll just look at you. Stop arguing.
Okay. Oh, Megan too. Welcome, Megan.
Hey, says Megan Rickards.
Yay!
Glenn Stein says, saves me from opening up my digital Dark Horse copy.
Dark Horse?
Yeah, Dark Horse had reprinted all of these.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
Mhm.
Well, okay. I didn't know that.
Mhm.
I mean, I know Dark Horse did a run of the Star Wars comics. I didn't know
They did
they
a couple
reprinted.
of series.
Okay.
Been reading some of those Dark Horse comics. I'm glad Marvel took it over again.
Oh. All right.
Mhm. Just
Okay.
saying.
All right. We are going to get started. Okay. Hour 47 minutes. Think we can do this?
No.
All right. Here we go.
Big
Oh,
issue.
you have to start. What's happening?
So I'm not, this is what they can look forward to.
That's not this show. It's a
Well, make it
different
this
format.
All right, here we go.
Go.
Long ago, in a galaxy far, far away, there exists a state of cosmic civil war. A brave alliance of underground freedom fighters has challenged the tyranny and oppression of the awesome galactic empire. This is their story. And that is how Marvel Comics began every 107 issues of their original Star Wars comics series. I am Richard Wolosky, and I want to welcome everyone once again to Classic Marvel Star Wars Comics. I am here to take you through these classic stories, share memories of reading these comics as a kid, and to get you caught up with these characters and situations that every Star Wars fan must know. And because, as we noted, there are several connections and parallels to the current films and comics and novels, so we make a note of them in our Fatum Fast Facts so you won't miss when these come up. Now, everyone, here is my sweetie wife, Sarah, who is still 22 issues away from being born in 1981. And just to note, Chris Alexander had asked me, what issue will Sarah be born around? I looked it up. Sarah, you are born right before issue 48.
Oh.
And this is the Leia-themed issue, The Third Law.
Whoa! So we're not halfway there yet.
No.
We're almost halfway there.
Not for another couple of months.
Wow. Well, hey, Skywalkers. Thank you for joining us on this podcast series where we break down each issue of the vintage Star Wars comic series that ran from 1977 through 1986. Now, I did not grow up reading these comics, and as we just stated, I wasn't even born for half of this series, so I'll be giving you my first-time reader 21st century opinions.
All right, now let's get into it and catch everyone up where we are in this two-part story arc. Now, in the last issue, Siege at Yavin, the rebel base was being attacked by a squad of TIE fighters that seemed to come out of nowhere. Meanwhile, Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker arrive at the trading world, Centaurus, to trade in their ship since they've been spotted. As they leave the planet, they discover that a House of Tag mining explorer ship is on its way to Yavin. Knowing the Tag's ties with the Empire and fearing for the security of their rebel base, they follow them and soon discover that the mining ship is secretly transporting Imperial TIE fighters to Yavin for surprise attacks. Luke and Leia rush to alert the Alliance at Massassi base, but they are intercepted by an Imperial patrol.
Doom Patrol!
All right, now, Sarah, catch us up with this issue, Doom Patrol.
All right, Luke and Leia are being attacked by two TIE fighters. Just as the situation appears hopeless, X-Wings arrive and destroy the two enemy fighters. Once Luke and Leia get back to the base, they inform General Dodonna about the TIE fighters cleverly entering the gaseous atmosphere of Yavin. Since Yavin's atmosphere is too thick for conventional signaling, they deduce that the House of Tag and the Empire have developed some new signaling technology and set up a launch station within the gas giant. So Luke goes on a mission to retrieve one of the signaling units from a downed TIE fighter, and R2-D2 is critically damaged in the process. With no other choice, Luke sets out in a captured TIE fighter fitted with the new signaling unit through the atmosphere of Yavin to the House of Tag launch station within the dangerous Yavin atmosphere. Now, Will Luke survive this doom mission? Stay tuned to find out.
All right, now, Doom Mission. This issue was released May 22nd, 1979.
Wow.
So we are 1 day short of the premiere of The Empire Strikes Back at this point.
Oh.
And this issue was written by Archie Goodwin, artwork by Carmen Infantino, Bob Wyacek, and Petra Goldberg, cover art by Carmen Infantino and Bob Wyacek, and the consulting editor is Jim Shooter, who was very large at Marvel at this stage.
Okay.
All right, now let's go over this cover art.
Oh my goodness, here we go.
Now,
go ahead.
The only title, the only text here is Doom Mission, whereas in the last couple of issues, they had a little prelude that led up to the title of the issue. Here it just says Doom Mission.
Right, and then the big picture here, the cover art.
Yeah.
Which, should we describe this cover art here?
Yeah, take it away.
All right, so Luke, he still has his farm boy wardrobe here.
Which is always important.
Yes.
Because that's what they always mention in these last couple of issues.
Well, plus you know who he is because his face and hair really are He-Man. They really look nothing like Luke. Well, Luke here is standing over R2-D2. And
what's R2 doing right there? He's shrugging.
How is he shrugging?
Look at his shoulders. His arms are way above his head, his dome. Looks like he's shrugging like, I got blasted once again.
Oh.
Wah, wah.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, he's got a big hole blown in his side, like a big one. And oh my gosh, I don't know who could have done such a thing though.
Well, maybe it could be that TIE pilot in the background, one who's hiding behind a spire.
Oh.
And he's the one aiming his blaster at Luke. So chances are he's the one who shot R2.
Now, is this a black spire? Actually, it
no,
looks like...
this is a lavender spire.
Yes, a lavender spire.
Now, by the way, Luke looks like he's channeling Mark Hamill's General Hospital soap opera days with the overexpressive gestures.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, what's going to be inside? Where's the story going?
Mm-hmm.
Very, very silent cinema days, where everything had to be expressed in body language.
And also in the background of this cover art, we see a crashed TIE fighter ship.
Mm-hmm. Now, Sarah, give us your thoughts on the cover art.
Okay, well, like I said, Luke looks very perplexed, or like he just smelled something really bad, or he's got a horrified face. It's really hard to tell his expression here. And he's probably horrified because a face hugger just jumped out of R2's cavity there.
Wait, am I missing something? Where are you seeing this?
I'm not seeing a face hugger, but doesn't it look like the alien popped out of R2's side?
And who's inside of R2-D2? John Hurt. So yeah, it all ties in.
It does tie in.
Wait a minute, is that John Hurt in there, or is that Kenny Baker? Hard to tell.
I don't know. Okay, well, and I do have to say though, props to the artist for R2, who is drawn spot on, although I guess you think he's shrugging, but to me he looked good.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah,
okay.
R2 looked good to me.
Uh-huh.
And it looks like they're in space, but without any space suits. And there's a stormtrooper behind him, but it's in red and blue. So is this a stormtrooper that's doing a Captain America or Captain Marvel stormtrooper mashup?
Back then, I don't know why, but a lot of the superheroes were in red spandex, like Batman would appear in red spandex. Why? I don't know.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Chris has a similar opinion here. The TIE pilot wearing a Rebellion pilot uniform? Yeah, it looks very...
Well, it's not orange. It's more
not
red.
Orange, no. But yeah.
Yeah, so red was the go-to color. But if you were in black or something else, he wouldn't stand out. You put him in red, he's going to stand out. And they're not thinking, well, you know what, in 41 years, will any podcast be dissecting this cover? No.
Of course they will.
They were so wrong.
All right, do you want to give your comments before we go into the art of the cover?
All right. Now, these covers always confused me. Are they on a moon surface? They are so close to the star field behind them. I never really knew where they were. And why is Luke not wearing a spacesuit like the TIE pilot behind him? Mm-hmm. So I didn't know where exactly this was taking place. Other than that, I did like this cover as a kid. I could see the drama here in that Luke's little R2 friend had been destroyed, knowing quite well they were overplaying the scene, just like those other covers where it looks like Han Solo is being shot.
Oh.
And the colors all play really well too. And even though the close by star fields confused me as a kid, I did like the look of it.
Okay. Okay, cool. We got some comments here from Facebook and YouTube. Megan was also thinking that was a black spire back by the stormtrooper. Chris Alexander, also Facebook group user says it was laundry day. So that's why
the TIE pilot had
yes.
to wear the red spandex.
Yes,
that makes sense now. That makes sense.
I love that.
Got it from the Batcave.
All right. So let's go into some of the art here. So I feel like the colors are a very interesting choice, but okay. So I feel like the colors are an interesting choice they used on the cover, but it totally draws me in. You know, it's an interesting choice for Star Wars, but I feel it really draws the eye. You've got this foreground of hot pink and orange rock that's cradling R2 up here, and then a midground of light pink and lavender, and these are all set off by the deep black space and a lime green moon up there for good measure. So, but despite all these colors, your eye goes right to Luke and R2 in the center, which are mostly white or very light blue. And the Doom mission in big letters at the bottom, well, it almost gets a little lost to me. But I feel like this whole cover, you know, it's marketed to kids, and they are more focused on the pictures, right, Richard?
Oh, of course we are.
Yeah, so I guess...
always see. But if you didn't put the Doom mission way down below, where else would you put it?
Exactly. That's what yeah. So I think the Doom mission down there is fine. I don't think it adds or loses anything.
Mm-hmm. All right, now let's read a couple of these Facebook comments, because as always, we put out the cover art in our Facebook group and let people just go crazy with the comments. All right, Brian Babcock says, I always thought the inside of R2 was a little man. Yeah, if you look really hard, you can see Kenny Baker, but once again, that might be John Hurt. Very hard to tell.
Oh, I know. Courtney Turkel was fooled by this pilot uniform here. Geez, looks like someone on the rebel side is going to turn on Luke. And poor R2.
All right, Jennifer Cole says, is that really Luke's shocked face? And did he karate chop poor R2? Looks like, yeah, he looks like he's going to be giving him a Danielson karate chop. And what could possibly have caused this mayhem? Let's find out. Jennifer Cole should be writing voiceovers.
Exactly. Rex Gordon says, as a kid, I figured out that the guy with the gun was colored incorrectly, as the TIE fighter implies it's an Imperial shooting at Luke, i.e. not a rebel shooting at Luke.
See, I never got that it was a rebel back there.
Yeah.
Because of the helmet. This looks like the old Ralph McQuarrie style helmets.
Okay, yeah. And Rex goes on to say, I also knew R2 would be okay because he was blown up in the movie and survived. Mm-hmm. So not the greatest cover, but classic Marvel Star Wars still rocks.
All right, Travis Sulzer says, Karate Luke. There you go. With real karate chop action. New action figure from the Star Wars universe.
Nice.
Eric Warren says, Luke performs an emergency appendectomy on R2. Carlos Munoz says, as a kid, I couldn't figure out if that purple goop on R2 was coming out of him or something trying to crawl into him.
And either option terrified me.
Yuck, Infantino, yuck.
Nice, Carlos.
And then Rex Gordon piggybacks off of that by saying, Infantino is the Dolly of Star Wars.
Nice. Denise says, the soul of R2-D2 leaving his body. He will have an out-of-robo-body experience. So R2's soul is purple.
No, it's white there.
Oh.
It's white coming out of him.
Oh, but what's the purple stuff?
That's just the molted metal.
Okay. All right.
All right. Philip Latchford says, the Imperial Star turbine was ridiculous. Well, I kind of like that. You don't see it here on the cover. You'll see it inside.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Yeah, no kidding.
Chris Alexander says, what is the soft, squishy, pinkish stuff R2 is laying in? It looks like Jell-O. It looks like R2 was blown back so hard he caused a little imprint on the rock.
Oh, I know.
It's like when Bugs Bunny gets thrown up against a wall.
Yeah.
You see his imprint?
Oh, yeah. Or they bust through walls. Definitely.
Or R2.
Wow. So funny.
All right, Sarah. Now let's move on and give your initial thoughts on this issue 26, Doom Mission. I'm fighting the urge to say Doom Patrol.
I know. All right, so I really liked this issue, and the story had peaks and valleys like a good mountain range. And I really, that's like when you know a story is really good, when you have like those moments of calm followed by moments of action followed by moments of calm. And I thought it was really great. They even had like moments of meditation in there. And throughout the issue, you had characters on their outward missions, like Luke and Leia are returning from a mission, and then Luke goes off on another mission and all these things. But while that's happening, all these outward missions, you still have some character building missions within themselves. Like Luke grows. I think Leia has this moment of this soft moment of strength. It's really, I don't know, I really loved this issue. It's very well thought out, very well written.
Okay, nice. I was very interested to see what they could do with a 2-part story arc after coming off of a 5-part story arc with the wheel. 2 parts. Doesn't leave much for development, but let's find out. And I love that we have some smaller characters from Star Wars like the Donna and General Willard. And we are back on Yavin that we hardly got to see in Star Wars. The story is solid, and the twist with the Imperial base somewhere on Yavin is very unique.
Yeah, definitely.
Plus, we have a new antagonist whose life goal is to defeat Darth Vader because of a personal vendetta. And this is the second character right after Valance the Hunter, who's had it in for Darth Vader.
Okay, wow. Exciting. All right, so let's go to this issue here, and let's see the first page.
Oh,
whoa!
Look at that. Look at that's a splash page.
Doom mission, very, very big.
All right, now let's get into the story.
Okay.
2 TIE fighters are pummeling Luke and Leia's ship as they are attempting to get back to the Yavin base. Narration reads, Homecoming. A not-so-funny thing happened to Luke, Leia, and the droids returning to the Yavin system. They were going for a joke there. That just didn't really happen.
I was like, did they just come back from the Broadway theater?
Yeah.
That's
so funny thing happened on the way back.
On the forum, on the way to the forum, yeah.
And it says here, they discovered Imperial raiders in Alliance territory. Since when are they Imperial raiders?
Yeah, aren't smugglers raiders? Not Imperials.
And Tuskens.
Yeah.
I think they just wanted a new word to throw in there for the Empire.
All right, I don't buy it.
No, me neither. That's why I made note of it. All right, Luke says, it's no use. Our communicator's out. One engine's shields are failing. Even the Force couldn't save us now.
Oh.
All right, and R2 is in back, and he's trying to extinguish a fire in the ship. And 3PO says, why haven't I said anything about being doomed as I usually do? Because Master Luke already seems to be saying it, and somehow it sounds far more convincing from him. That wasn't too bad.
That was cute, sweetie. I liked it.
On a scale of 1 to 10, it was about a 3.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
I've improved.
Hold on, I'm making this all pretty here in the window so you can see it. Up. Isn't that fun?
All right.
All right. Well, okay, so even though you didn't quite, sweetie, I feel that the writers really captured the voice of 3PO and R2 here. I thought it was great writing in this issue.
Why? I did my best, okay? I did my best. Can't believe you said that.
Oh.
Okay. Now.
Oh, okay.
Chris Alexander just popped on and said, the ties in this issue look like they were drawn by someone who only had a third-hand spoken description to work with.
Oh.
Yeah. But, like we were saying the last time, they look like they're based on the Kenner toy.
Yeah, exactly. Oh.
Now, Leia is in the gunner seat blasting away at the pursuing TIE fighters. Luke asks, how did a girl from a planet with no weapons get so good with them? And Leia says,
thank you. Promise to get us out of here, Flyboy, and I'll tell you all about it.
Now that should be a name only reserved for Han Solo.
Yeah.
Luke is not a fly boy.
He's not a fly. He flies.
He flies, and
he's a boy.
Yeah, maybe if she knew about his T-16 days.
Yeah.
But she's already calling Han Flyboy. Let's just keep it there.
Okay.
All right, now their ship takes another bad hit, and their fate doesn't look good until they are saved by a squad of X-Wing fighters. One of the ties explodes, but the other goes crashing down to Yavin's moon. Luke and Leia's ship has landed at the rebel base, but is ablaze with flames.
What?
Several troops are working very hard to put the burning ship out. And in the foreground, we see General Dodonna is greeting Luke, Leia, and the droids, who don't seem to notice the burning ship in the background.
Sorry, I'm trying to go to it. It's not cooperating.
All right, go to the next page.
I'm trying. Don't know why it's not.
Swipe up.
There we go.
Okay, take a look at this. This bottom frame is hilariously funny.
Oh my god.
They're like feet away from this blazing ship. Rebel squads are running to try to put it out. Luke's got his hands on his hips. And R2 and 3PO don't seem to notice either.
R2 and 3PO are the cardboard cutouts that you see. They look very flat.
Yeah, no one's responding to this huge fire bomb behind them.
Yeah.
And it's a ship, so it might blow.
Okay, now why would, like, when a ship is gonna land, like, why land right by this ancient temple ruins? You know, like, why land a little bit further away so it's not gonna,
like in Revenge of the Sith, they were trying to bring the ship down to the Coruscant base.
Right.
Maybe that's where the landing strip was. Oh. So it's either that or go crashing into the trees. I don't know what's going to be in there.
Yeah, right.
All right, now Dodonna is telling Leia that they. Okay. Now Dodonna is telling Leia that they just about gave up on them since communication has been spotty. So he was going to give up on a princess/senator and the boy who just blew up the Death Star because communication was spotty.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
If we were to do that, we would never do another Zoom recording in our life. How did this guy make general?
I don't know.
All right, Leia breaks in and tells him that she has news and it ain't good.
Doesn't she even say ain't?
No, she says it isn't.
Oh, okay.
I just threw an ain't because it sounds funny.
It does.
All right. Dodonna says not much has been really good with the daily raids happening and the stepped up Imperial patrols, and they have no idea where the Empire is hiding their base. And at this point, Leia gets out her slide projector, or as she calls it, a photo recorder.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
So for those of you who went to school in the 70s or 80s when they would reel in that slide projector, that's what we're looking at right here. Oh, you can see it right there.
Yeah, and also Chris is asking, how in the world did Leia take those videos? Doesn't she say that it's something from their...
These are blow-ups from the photo recorder.
Oh, on her macro binoculars. So I guess macro binoculars can also record stuff. They record very well in high def here, right?
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's very convenient. Now...
So she brings out her photo recorder and shows Dodonna what she and Luke found out about the TIE exploring ship that has been bringing in the TIE fighters to Yavin. It's like, where are all these TIEs coming from? And right here in high def, she shows them panels from last month's Star Wars Marvel comic. Yeah.
Who's to say they don't have a newsstand or a spinner rack on Yavin? So she's literally showing them panels from issue number 25, Siege at Yavin.
Yes.
All right.
Now Rex is asking, this is Carmen Infantino's artwork, isn't it? Right?
Yes.
One of the artists.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 3 of them. But Carmine is one of them.
This looks like Carmine's work right there.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Luke is optimistic about finding the Empire's base. Just then, it dawns on him that one of the TIEs from earlier didn't explode, but crashed on another one of Yavin's moons.
Nice.
That ship might still have an intact signal unit, which they've been using to navigate around the heavy atmospheric gases, which shut down other systems and other ships. So, hey, I know where I can go and find one of these.
Okay.
So Luke sprints away to his X or Y wing.
Here he's sprinting away.
You see
that scene?
The red stripe gives it away.
This is the X-wing
to make it look like an X-wing.
Yes.
But as we see, we're being fooled.
Yeah. Later on, they call it a Y-wing. All right, go ahead.
All right. So Luke jumps in his Y-wing. And he sees the downed TIE on Yavin's moon and goes to explore with R2. However, we see the hiding TIE pilot who is holding a remote destructive unit. his fingers on the button. All he's got to do is press boom. That's what it says right there. It's a red button that says boom. And Luke and
looks
the
like
ship,
a yellow button.
Red button.
Okay.
I see everything as a red button.
Okay.
All he's got to do is press that button.
Yeah.
But he didn't. And his inner monologue says that he wishes that his own outfit would have come looking for him before these rebels. Those rebel scum.
Well, because his outfit is not the right kind of outfit. It needs to be white.
Now, once again, the artist is taking a cue from Ralph McQuarrie's paintings. This is from a Ralph McQuarrie concept.
This breathing tube?
This is from one of Ralph McQuarrie's Star Wars art concepts, where you have a TIE pilot in a TIE fighter. You see over his shoulder as he's blasting away rebel ships.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, very, 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 very subtle Ralph McQuarrie inspiration.
Okay, nice.
Mm-hmm. Now, Luke, who is wearing an outer space breath mask, finally, not like the cover, and R2 go fishing around the TIE cockpit when R2 spots a detonator, which is about to go off and rips out the wiring.
Look at this. Froop. Frodoop. So cute.
Just then, the TIE pilot jumps out and blasts R2, who shrieks with a video!
Oh.
See, I can do R2 just as well as 3PO.
That sounds great.
Luke blasts the pilot and takes him out.
All right, before we leave this page, this is like a really pretty piece of art, this comic book page. You've got this Ralph McQuarrie-esque shot. You've got another shot from the cockpit. The
cockpit point of view. Yeah,
the cockpit point of view, looking at Luke and R2 walking up to it, and it's a shattered cockpit, so it just looks amazing. And then from R2's like frantic, like trying to undo the wiring, like it's a really good piece of art.
It is. And Chris Alexander says, and check out what Luke's wearing now. Look what he's wearing on the moon. How in the bleep, bleep, bleep did he get changed in the cockpit? So when he jumped in the cockpit, he was wearing his Tatooine farm boy outfit.
Oh.
Now he's wearing his X-Wing pilot outfit.
Right here.
Well, there's a dressing room. You go downstairs and take the third door to the right. That leads to another dressing room on a further deck below.
Oh, I see. Okay.
All right. Even Colossus Rex says cool artwork.
Nice.
All right. Luke gets back to the Massassi base. Leia says,
where does it say? Luke, we were getting frantic about you.
Oh, she's hinting at something here. Luke,
Luke, we were getting frantic about you.
I hope Luke caught that too.
I bet he did.
Luke says Luke, do not kiss her right now. Do not kiss her. Luke says he got the gadget he went looking for, which took him some time since he had to do it by himself without R2's help. Just then, a mechanical arm lifts R2 out of the Y-Wing.
And now it's a Y-Wing.
He looks worse than he did on the cover, and half his body is torn to shreds. It's not even torn, it's like melted off of his body.
Yeah, it's super weird.
Yeah. A deck officer tells Luke that they are hitting rock bottom with parts, and there are a lot of R2 units who could really use this R2's parts.
What?
Oh, but then Luke freaks out and jabs the man in the throat.
Watch this.
I'll show everybody. Look at that.
Oh my God.
Oh, that does not feel good. He's literally plunging his forefinger right in the guy's throat.
Adam's apple right there. Yeah.
So he and 3PO take R2 away.
Yeah.
And even Leia can't look at this guy.
Oh, yeah. No, she's looking down, right? It's kind of odd.
No, her eyes are closed. She can't even look at this guy with a curly Q beard.
Yeah.
This guy spends more time on his facial hair than I do on my hair in 2020.
Look at this. Woo! That's really fun.
All right, now, Luke, he's feeling guilty about R2. He hastily took off to retrieve the Imperial gadget because he was just trying to make up for not completing his original mission. Are you confused? Well, you should be, because this original mission took place in issue 8.
What?
8 for Aduba 3, and this is where he went out looking for a new rebel base, and I'm sure he's thinking if I had found one, then maybe R2 wouldn't have been shot.
Okay.
Or maybe if he had found one on another planet, maybe something worse would have happened to R2.
Yeah.
Just then, the Donna comes running over to them. He needs to send Luke on a mission where he will doubtfully return. And Sarah, what kind of mission is this?
A doom mission.
Mission.
Okay, look at this. Another beautiful panel here. I really love this. We'll talk about this later, but just check it out, everyone.
That moon is so close that if Chewbacca were standing nearby, he'd be like, "No, not again."
That's not a moon, though. That's Yavin. They are on a moon.
They're on a moon, but there's 4 moons of
right.
Yavin.
No, but that's Yavin right there. And they're on a moon, on a temple on a moon. But yeah, it's really cool because it's like the temple and Luke are silhouetted, and he's like looking out. You know, he has his back turned toward us.
It's very
looking out at the Yavin.
It's very A New Hope, where he's looking out at the Tatooine twin suns.
And it's night, and you can almost hear the cicadas or all those, you know, the night noises.
Mm-hmm.
And Leia's joining him up there. It's really cool. Love this panel.
All right, so now before we find out what happens with Luke on this doom mission, we have to cut to a commercial break.
Oh, okay.
Rex Racer says, "Love that massive planet in the background."
All right, you guys.
All right, now, sadly, there is not a Marvel Hostess ad in this issue, which made me really, really, really sad.
Oh, no.
I love those so much. But there is a Superman ad. Wait a minute. Superman? That's DC. This is Marvel. How can that happen? How can they coexist? But in this ad, you can buy Kryptonite rocks.
What?
Okay,
What?
now I see the big picture here.
Oh.
Oh, Marvel's trying to do away with Superman.
Marvel allowed this particular one.
Because yep. All right, now let's go ahead and read the text here in this ad. It's terrific. It's fantastic. It's Krypton-nastic.
Wow.
Oh, that didn't really work. That's what it says here, though. Attention, friends of Superman. Do you really want to be a friend of Superman? Well, now you can by owning a Kryptonite rock. Wait a minute.
Wait, a friend of Superman?
Why would you be a friend? Well, hold on. They go on to explain how you can become a friend of Superman if you own a piece of Kryptonite rock.
Okay, so here we go. A short while ago, we, the good guys, spotted a very large piece of Kryptonite rock about to smash into the earth. We immediately sent out a search party to find and bring back the Kryptonite rock before it fell into the wrong hands.
Wouldn't be very hard for the wrong hands to obtain this Kryptonite rock now. All right, now the ad continues. We now have the Kryptonite rock broken into 1,000,000 pieces and are making it available to all of Superman's friends for safekeeping. So once again, what would stop Lex Luthor or even the Lizard or Dr. Octopus?
I guess they assume that only good guys read comics?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah?
Okay, that's
Okay.
You can go there.
All right. Kryptonite rocks are blue-green in color, and they glow in the dark. Kryptonite rocks can be yours for only $2.50 plus a shipping charge.
Not $250, but $2.50.
Yes.
Now there is an asterisk here, just to make sure that we're all on the same page. The above story is only fictional and is in no way to be confused with actual fact.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so glad they put that because I was about to send in hundreds of dollars to buy these Kryptonite rocks so they wouldn't fall into the wrong hands.
Well, I want to know where the link to the website is so we can buy these Kryptonite rocks.
Scroll down. Right there, it says...
Send check or money order. What is
Hashtag,
that?
We won't have a social media handle for another 40 years.
Wow.
But if anyone out there wants to buy a Kryptonite rock, well, just send in $2.50 plus a shipping charge to Mail Away, Department 3, 150 East 58th Street, New York, New York, 10022.
All right, so Rex Racer says Kryptonite rocks were a ripoff. They were really just regular rocks painted green. Now, Rex, did you own one of these Kryptonite rocks?
Oh, Rex.
Oh my gosh.
Let us know.
Yes. Oh, here, Courtney. Send a check. What is that? Yeah, right?
I think when you put something in your cart online, you check it off. Is that what they're talking about?
The last time I sent a check, I think, was like 99. Like, ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now
Wow.
go back to those Marvel Hostess ads.
Uh-huh.
They were in brilliant colors.
Oh, yeah.
And check out the color in this Superman ad.
What color?
Yeah, for you people not watching on StreamYard right now, you're really missing out on these deep blacks and these deep whites.
But if you do want to see this, the classic Marvel Star Wars Comics live episode will be available to watch on YouTube, the uncut version. So, yeah, you can head there and look for like live streams on YouTube. Oh my gosh.
All right, now it'd be worth dropping $2.50 plus a small shipping charge just to see where it goes.
Oh, yeah, no
You
kidding.
get the address right there.
Yeah?
Tempting. If I have time later on, I might just do that with the photocopy of this because I don't want to cut it out.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's the thing. So Rex makes an interesting point. You also ruin your comic by cutting out this coupon. So, yeah, on the other side, is part of the comic on the other side?
You know what? That's a good question. I don't know.
Okay.
But these were something you would read, you toss to your younger brother. You wouldn't really have them long. So after you read it, then you could cut it out.
Okay. Mark.
Mark says, my brother had one of these rocks.
Whoa!
Mark, you must post this on our Facebook group.
Does he still have a picture of it, or does he still have the rock? We want to see it. I got a rock.
I got a kryptonite rock.
That's amazing.
Somewhere there's people back in 1979 who are in the back of this building in New York going, those poor little suckers.
Oh, I know.
Those poor little kids.
Wow. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. All right.
Wow. And how big is the rock? How many do you get?
Yeah, there's not even a picture here of the rock.
No. Well, there's cartoon rocks.
It's cartoon rocks and a cartoon Superman looking very studly.
All right. Mark, please, once again, before we move on, I gotta ask you to please post an image, if you can, of this rock.
Yes.
Then again, we can go outside and paint one of our rocks. We got tons of them outside.
All right. Now back to our story.
And then I can be a friend of Superman. Okay, back to our story. The mission Luke must embark on is to fly a stolen TIE fighter that is loaded up with proton charges and fly it into the storm corridor to the hidden base and take it out.
Uh-oh. But once he takes it out...
Oh, that's why it's a, what do you call it?
Doom mission.
There you go. Luke flies the TIE fighter out of the base into the destiny that awaits young Skywalker.
Leia can't bear to watch, as Luke has taken on a mission where he probably won't return. She has found herself a spot. She has found a spot to be by herself.
And the narration reads, what kind of example...
I'll say it. Okay. She has found a spot to be by herself, and the narration reads, what kind of example would she be if a princess, senator, leader, and symbol of the Rebel Alliance showed that she cries?
She'd show them that she's got emotions and feelings.
Well, I literally like this quiet moment here.
Yes.
Because, I mean, as a woman, I know whenever I cry, Richard, you're always like, oh, how can I help? How can I fix it? But for me, sometimes you just need a good cry, and it's like cathartic. So, you know, Leia was having her moment of emotion, and then she can show a brave face to the world after she has a good cry.
She needs Han Solo, where she can say, hold me.
Oh.
Now, in other chambers, other vigils are kept. An emotional 3PO is yelling at R2 for getting himself blown up. Can't you even believe R2? Call me a carbon-scored crybaby. He then says, I won't be able to bear it if you're turned into spare parts. Now check it out.
Okay.
There is a typo.
Oh!
They spelled bear in Barrett as B-E-A-R.
Whoops.
When it should be B-A-R-E. And how do I know this? I looked it up.
Oh my gosh.
And I looked at that and said, that doesn't look right. I won't be able to bear it if you're turned into spare parts. Yeah, so there you go. B-A-R-E.
Okay.
I don't want to be that guy to call that out, but you know what?
Why don't you write in?
You know what? And I'm sure someone will. You should see the little things people comment on.
Yeah.
Which we'll find out soon enough.
All right. What happens next?
All right. Cut to Luke in the TIE fighter, which dive bombs into a gas whirlwind, which is how the other TIEs secretly got to their base on Yavin. And Luke's inner monologue is telling the reader what is going on. Donna sent out another patrol looking for the Tag exploring ship that he and Leia saw while coming back to the base. And Luke's TIE ship was just modified with the high-frequency transmitter that other Imperial ships will receive.
Wow.
So this is all going on in his head. He's got to narrate everything.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Smash cut to a splash page that reveals a giant turbine engine, which is the thing that is stirring up the gaseous whirlwind so the TIEs can be hidden. And Luke also sees the Tag explorer ship moored to the side.
How cool is this splash page, you guys? This is amazing. It's all purpley, lavender, pinky with the winds. And then the ship, the turbine is this light blue, and the Tag ship is, what is this on the side? Would that be yellow, green, like a limey yellow something?
No, that's more of a lime green.
Okay, it's really, really neat.
Mm-hmm. And now, inside the turbine engine, Baron Tag is training with his lightsaber against a few remotes. His aide, Shanks, alerts him to the lone TIE ship that is incoming. And the Baron just thinks it's one of the patrols from earlier, but then he says he felt certain rebels were onto them. So now, Baron, which one is it? You're saying two different things here. Is it a patrol ship or is it a rebel?
Right.
It says it all in one thought bubble, which really confuses me. Now, let's pause here for a Baron Tag story refresher.
Oh, okay, good. Oh, please.
Okay, now.
Because I was kind of confused when I got to this part.
Okay, now, Baron Tag is attacking the rebel base with the TIE fighters that he's sneaking in the mining explorer ship with hopes that he'll be the one to crush the rebellion and win the Emperor's favor and not that blasted wizard Darth Vader.
Okay.
And he'll also have his sweet revenge on Vader, since it was he who cursed the Baron of a lifetime of cyber vision with a blow by Vader's lightsaber.
Okay. Do we ever know why he used his lightsaber against Baron Tag?
It was in the last issue. It was just a struggle. And
Okay.
I think just because Tag was being too big for his britches and trying to be in favor with the Emperor over Vader, and Vader said,
Right.
and slashed him with his lightsaber.
Okay.
Couldn't kill him because he's high up there in the ranks of, he's not an Imperial, but his family funds the Imperial Star Destroyers.
Oh.
So Vader can't necessarily kill him off because that would be very bad.
Very bad. And and also he's not a Sith. Rex Racer.
No.
He just owns a lightsaber. It's kind of like
Don Juan Quixote
or Grievous,
or
right?
Grievous.
General Grievous.
Yeah, they just pick up lightsabers.
Yeah.
Anywhere and
They
everywhere.
kind of learn how to use them. They don't use the Force, but they
went back to the Jedi Temple and said, "Hey, you know what? No one's using this lightsaber. Well, maybe I'll add this to my collection."
Exactly.
All right, but the question is now, why doesn't Tag just bring in enough TIE fighters for one big attack on the Massassi base? But he brings in like 2 at a time.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Me neither. All right, so that's his backstory. So now we're all caught up with his motivations.
Okay. Cool.
All right, just then, their conversation is halted when Luke starts to attack the turbine engine.
Like, whoom! Baron, what?
See, now look, he's even wearing blue and red spandex.
Yeah, it's
a red spandex bodysuit and like Batman blue boots and gloves.
Yeah, he almost looks like the reverse of a Superman without the S. You know, like, yeah.
All right, Luke is blasting at the turbine engine with the heavy-duty charges, which causes a lot of destruction until finally the turbine engine explodes in a big ball of white, pink, and lavender light.
And orange.
Going.
Oh, really? No,
Yeah.
This is it.
No, that's a one attack, but
Oh!
boom!
Oh my gosh! Look at that.
Yeah, but now Luke's problems truly begin, because now he's alone fighting to keep his ship together that was hastily refitted for the mission's needs. Without any guiding instruments, he's just hurtling through space.
Whew.
And as he's hurtling, he reminds himself that he can draw upon the Force to guide him, but he reminds himself and the reader of every time he's used the Force in the past, either accidentally or on purpose. He's got like a laundry list here. But now he trusts in what Ben taught him. He has to believe in the Force. All right, unlike other times. Now, Luke, actions speak louder than words. So get moving, because this was the Doom mission. In the Doom mission, because as this thing is blowing up, it's taking everything in its path with it. So Luke, get out.
Yeah, so he's using the Force to help guide him. We're not sure how, but there's a lot of cool panels of him upside down and sideways. And
do you know how he taps into the Force?
How?
He believes.
He does. He believes.
He believes, and he succeeds.
Oh, nice.
Now, he is out of the mess and headed back to the Massassi base on Yavin.
Woo.
Yavin 4, to be exact.
Meanwhile, that base had exploded. So you think we just saw General Tag and his dude, and you think they're dead.
Yeah, not General Tag.
Oh,
Baron Tag.
Baron Tag, yes.
Yes. Now, the Baron Tag and Shanks. I know you were worried about Shanks.
Oh, yes.
But guess what?
What?
They live.
What?
Mm-hmm.
How does this happen?
They had also escaped and followed Luke to safety. And now the Baron is pulling a Kylo Ren and angrily destroying everything and anything in his path with his lightsaber.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And he says, he did the impossible, Shanks, and ruined my chances of showing up Darth Vader in the process. I added that. Someday I'll learn his secret.
Wow.
What secret are you talking about? And someday I'll do to Luke Skywalker worse. And someday I'll do to Luke Skywalker worse than the Sith Lord did to me.
Wow. Wielding his orangish lightsaber.
Yeah, now it's orange.
They should make orange lightsabers.
And now they end on a cliffhanger that won't be picked up for another few more issues.
Oh no, it won't be next?
No, next issue, the attempt to restore R2-D2 may be doomed by the return of the Hunter.
Oh, whoa, look at that.
Now the Hunter, that's Valance. And as Marvel Star Wars readers know, in today's comic series, Valance is back. They're bringing this character back in a couple of series.
Wow.
Which makes me really, really excited.
Wow.
This is like the one through character from the original Star Wars comic series.
Oh my gosh.
Because he came back for that 108th issue last year.
Okay.
So they just kept him going. We got a good character here. He's like a force against Darth Vader. The two of them are always going at it.
Okay.
So this is a great character. And there's one series called Target Vader. You got to read this. So good.
Target Vader?
Target Vader.
Is it set in Target?
No, Kmart. I see where you're going there.
Okay, good.
Chris Alexander says, spoiler, I think R2 has died.
Oh, no. Yeah, we never got the follow-up to R2. But I feel like he's going to be okay.
All right. And then Chris also says, how in the bleep, bleep, bleep does Tag know Luke was flying the TIE fighter?
Oh.
That is a great question. Huh. Yeah, they kind of just jumped there.
Yeah.
But you know what? After 41 years, I never noticed that.
Okay.
Leave it to Chris.
So Kai has been reading the current Bounty Hunter series. Oh,
yeah.
Nice. Have you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're now on the Marvel Unlimited app.
Yeah. Okay, nice. Yeah, I've been actually catching up with Ms. Marvel and Captain Marvel on the Marvel Unlimited app, but cool.
All right, now, Sarah, give us your last thoughts on this issue.
Okay. Let's do it. Okay, so again, I really, really liked this issue a lot. And as I was reading it, and I was trying to figure out why, and as I was reading it, I noticed that there was a lot of dialogue, both like narration and character voices. And for me, it was almost easier to read because my brain kind of skipped over the pictures and just flowed with the words, and it was a really good story with all the words. So that's why I think I really enjoyed reading it more than some, because for me, it takes me like two sides of my brain to read. Okay, read the words. Okay, now look at the panels. Okay, read the words. Now look at the panels. Like there's a stop start for me. So this one it flowed.
Okay.
And also things I really loved were that it began in the middle of action, like any good action film. You're like right in the middle of this Luke and Leia battle with some TIE fighters. And then you have quiet moments as well. So Leia has her moment to cry, but finds her strength within. So I thought that was a great carry-on moment. And Luke further develops and uses his Force powers in this issue, both within meditation. We didn't talk about it, but there's some moments of meditation right before he leaves for his doom mission. And then also he taps into that Force, exiting the gaseous Yavin. So I thought that was great. And then everyone loves a good fake out. And I totally thought, not General, Baron Tag was dead. But he comes back at the end to set up what I thought was the next issue. But it's not the next issue.
I wonder if this Tag sounds or has the grovelly voice of General Tag in Star Wars.
Oh, well, you know what? He does in your head, and he does.
Next time I'll have to read it in that grovelly voice. Until this battle station is fully operational, we are vulnerable.
Nice. That was pretty good.
Okay. Just dawned on me now. I have to go back and revoice some things. All right. For me, this was a fun issue. We didn't get much from just a 2-part story arc. There was much more that could have been developed, like Baron's revenge strategy on Vader and the rebels doing more to find out where these ties are coming from. There could have been a whole issue devoted to a ground assault where the Imperials are invading the Massassi base. And I wish they hadn't left on a cliffhanger, since we aren't coming back to this story in the next issue, or even the issue after that. I'm not sure why they did this, but it was fun. It was short. 5-issue story arcs are a little bit long. 2 are a little bit short.
Right.
Even for kids. Kids would want to see a little bit more.
I honestly thought I liked the 2-part issue. You set up some stuff, and then you tie it up at the second issue. It's like 1, 2, done. I liked it.
Okay. To each is their own. All right, now let's move into our favorites.
Okay.
So Sarah, what is your favorite line of dialogue?
Okay, so on page 11, Luke has just left on his seemingly suicide mission to destroy the base within Yavin, and Leia is inside those ancient ruins all alone. It's kind of this solitary shot, and the narration reads, which we read before, what kind of example would she be if a princess, senator, leader, and symbol of the Rebel Alliance showed that she cries? And I thought that was just a real moment of emotion, and I really liked that. And it's not something you get a lot in comics, these quiet moments. So it was a moment of resilience, and I loved it.
Okay.
What about you?
Now for me, mine comes on page 3, where Luke says, this bucket of bolts just took one more hit than even Jorman Thode would claim it could handle. And I like the fact that they're referring to a small character from the last issue, and this is the used car salesman character that sold them this ship.
Yeah.
The fact that they even went there and brought him back, and they even had to have a little asterisk that said the dealer in used StarCraft who traded the ship to them last ish. Archie. So they had to explain who Jorman Thode was, because we only saw him for like 3 panels.
Yeah.
But I like when they call back to characters or situations. So that deserves my favorite line of the series, of this issue.
All right. Well, what is your favorite panel then?
Should I steal yours? Because that was my favorite panel until I saw that you also thought it was your favorite panel.
We should tell them which panel it is.
Okay. Well, okay. Go. Since I set it up, you go ahead and you reveal your favorite panel.
Okay. My favorite panel is Luke on top of the Massassi ruins, staring out into space at night, and it's just so, I don't know. There's such a poetry to this scene. I love it. I can almost hear the crickets, the nighttime sounds, and the tone of this image is just beautiful. So it reminds me of Return of the Jedi and the night in the Ewok village when Luke tells Leia that she's his sister, and that's why I like it. And Luke is meditating, trying to become more attuned to the Force.
A very beautiful panel.
So you liked this one too?
I did like this one.
Okay.
And I saw that you liked it, so I had to pick another one.
Okay, good.
And for mine, it comes on page 11, where you see the TIE fighter flying out of out of the Massassi base.
Okay, is it this one right
This
here?
one right there, yeah. Because you don't think you'd ever see a TIE fighter flying out of a rebel base. And you have the engine thrust as the TIE fighter is flying out, but it looks like the TIE fighter is shooting into the base.
It really, yeah. I get confused when things are shooting at or, zooming from things.
I guess you could tell because TIE fighter blasts are green.
Yeah.
But in the moment, at least have like wind lines coming off the wings.
Right.
That would show that this is the TIE fighter blasting away.
Right. Now, did you have something else here, Richard?
Yeah. This scene right over here, you scroll down on page 11.
Okay.
This is where Leia is trying to find her alone time.
Yeah.
And she's thinking about Luke's doom mission. So you have her, she have her in a spotlight.
Oh, yeah.
Her hand up against the wall. And on the other side of the frame, of the panel, you see Luke's ship.
Uh-huh.
But this is more of an X-Wing.
Right.
So,
no, I think this is just within the base.
This is you're right. You're right.
Yeah, so she is inside the base, but the spotlight is the door that's open to the world.
This is the wall
right
that she's up against, and this is just an X-Wing in the foreground.
Yeah.
Okay.
Showing that she's in the hangar bay.
For me, it would be more poetic if that was Luke's ship.
Oh.
And her thinking about Luke.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So I misread the panel.
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
Well, I do have a runner-up for pure artistic beauty, and that would be on page 16 when you have the panel of Baron Tag's turbine destroyed with the purple-pink gas of Yavin. I just think it's really cool. It's really pretty.
Well, plus, look at the TIE fighter wings. They're being evaporated by this explosion of the engine.
And this explosion is a Sabine-worthy explosion.
Oh, look at those colors.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? I'm going to pick another panel because my last one didn't work out.
Okay.
You go to a couple of panels before this.
Okay.
You'll see that reveal shot of the turbine engine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That's just some beautiful Infantino artwork. And look deep in that cyclone whirlwind. You see a little tiny TIE fighter.
I know.
Great for scale.
Oh, yeah. Very good. Wow. Yeah, everyone's agreeing. Nice coloring in this issue, says Colossus Rex. Rex Racer says great artwork. Y'all should be friends. Look at all these Rexes. I love it. Oh, and Kevin. Hi, Kevin.
Hey, Kevin.
Yay.
It's all saga.
Time matters not. Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Now, Sarah, tell me what your most non-Star Wars moment or line of dialogue was from this issue.
Okay. So when R2 gets creamed at the, on the planet, on the mission where Luke took him and R2 gets shot, and then the rebel tech says to Luke, with all the attacks, we're scraping the bottom for everything, Skywalker. There's some working R2 units that could use his parts.
Oh.
What?
Well, it's not too far from what that other engineer said in Star Wars. This R2 unit of yours looks beat up. You want a new one?
Not on your life.
So I think they were playing off of that line.
Okay.
All right, for me, it comes on page 11, and don't make fun of me, but this is C-3PO who is yelling at R2 for being blown up and emotionally tells him to call me a carbon-scored crybaby. I need to work on my 3PO. But it's so non-Star Wars because why would 3PO be yelling at R2 to call him a carbon-scored crybaby?
Oh, right, because he wants him to talk in any way.
Yeah, when you're so mad at someone, you're angry. You're angry at them. But you take out the word crybaby, and all of a sudden it's a Star Wars moment again. But call me a carbon-scored crybaby. That's I can't see if Archie Goodwin had given this script to Anthony Daniels and said, "Can you read this?" Anthony would have quit Star Wars. He really would have. All right, now, Sarah, before we wrap things up, we have to read a couple of letters from the Star Wars letter column.
Excellent.
Now, this is where readers can write into the writers of the Star Wars comics and praise them or tell them what they're doing wrong or how they're mad at them.
Okay.
Sometimes a little bit of all the above.
All right, so do you want to read this first one here?
All right, before we do that, Colossus Rex says, too bad we never got a cartoon with the original Star Wars characters. We kind of did. In what series?
Droids.
Yeah, droids and Ewoks.
Aww.
But I know what you meant. Kind of
Yeah.
like the Faithful Wookiee cartoon in the holiday special.
Oh.
Where you had Luke, Han,
Oh, right.
Leia, Chewie.
Yeah.
I know what you meant. All right, now, this first letter reads, Dear Arch, have you gone crazy killing Solo? Get him back somehow, will you?
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And this is from the issue where the wheel, they were in the wheel and they were all involved in the big game. And
Oh, yes.
Chewie had to shoot Han.
Okay. Now, who is this from?
This is from Joe Kohler, our good friend. Ooh, not really, he's a good friend.
But he is from Covina.
No. He lives at 2963 East Covina, Mesa, Arizona, 85203.
Okay.
So not Covina in Los Angeles.
And Marvel responds back, judging by the large number of complaints, we're beginning to wonder if there wasn't a colony of Corellians hiding somewhere here on Earth. Sorry, gang. We didn't mean to get anyone upset. Oh my gosh.
You know who is upset? Me, by Kevin's recommendation right over here in the chat. We should do a show with Richard trying to do impressions of each character.
Wow.
That's not going to happen.
They're going to sound the same.
Shh. All right, now, Joe is going to be really in for a rude awakening when he sees The Force Awakens.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. All right, now let's read this other one.
Okay.
Dear Mr. Goodwin.
Oh, can I read it?
Okay, now this is from a woman who is referring to a previous letter where the editor got Maudie and Tag mixed up.
Oh, okay. So, dear Mr. Goodwin, it was not Tag who was humiliated. Well, it was not Tag who was humiliated by Vader. I went to the script to straighten out the confusion. It is definitely Maudie who bears Vader's displeasure. I've enclosed a transcription of the scenes referred to. The only reason for bringing this up is typical fanish obsession with details and an interest in avoiding future confusion. Yours, Maggie Nawakoska.
Oh, nice. I would have butchered that. and where does Maggie live?
She lives at 717 Belmont East, number 202, Seattle, Washington, 98102.
All right, now...
What did Marvel say?
Marvel said, we use the novelization of Star Wars as a reference point since it's the printed version most people are familiar with. All right, I have a complaint with this one. Yeah. All right, now why would you use the novelization knowing how much things have changed since the novelization?
Yeah.
Actually, there should have been an update on the novelization. The novelization is based on a script right before the shooting script.
Okay.
So there's a lot of stuff, like the Tashi Station is still in there.
Right.
And I would say that most people are more familiar with the movies than the novelization.
Well, now, at this point, there's not VHS.
No, but Star Wars had been playing for a year and a half.
Right, but not everyone has the time to go out multiple weekends.
We were all kids. We saw it an infinite a number of times.
Okay.
And they could have just maybe had reached out since they got so many complaints about mixing up Maudie and Tag.
Yeah.
Maybe call over to Lucasfilm and say, hey guys, can you clear this up?
Well,
apparently Maggie Wakanowska.
No.
Nawakoska, she had a copy of the script, which was, The Art of Star Wars came out November 1st, 1979. Okay. This was the book that had the script in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and this is May of 1979. So I'm not sure where she got a script.
Yeah, me either. Yeah, she says, I went to the script to straighten out the confusion. Yeah.
In that version, she continues, Tag is on the receiving end of Vader's demonstration of the Force.
Huh.
So, Chris Alexander, are you still with us? You have a copy of the Star Wars novelization readily available.
My.
Look this up and take a screenshot, would you?
Yeah, he's got like a Star Wars library.
Yeah, or just take a picture with your camera and post that, because I want to see that.
Yeah.
So that is why they mixed up Maudie and Tag and Maudie, because they were referring to the novel.
Okay.
Yeah, they could have had the storybook. That didn't confuse them.
No?
No. There were so many different options.
What's the storybook? This
is the Star Wars storybook with R2 and 3PO on the cover. This is the reason why everyone thought the Tashi Station scene was included in the Star Wars release.
Right.
Because we were so used to looking at this book it just became embedded in our mind that this scene was part of the original Star Wars release.
Okay. And so Kai is saying it can also be based on what Lucasfilm gave them as reference. That's true too. So I guess they gave him the novel as reference, right?
Yeah, that's what they said. They gave him the novel.
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
You know what? But now we have what do you call that word? Now we have closure. Okay? That's all well and good. We can now move on with our lives.
Yes. We can now move on to the outro.
Thanks everyone for joining us on a Classic Marvel Star Wars Comics, where we just went through issue 26, Doom Mission. So we'll see everyone back for Return of the Hunter.
We want to thank Rob Dellinger for our main theme. Check out Rob at alpharhythmkings.com. And also, please check out all the rest of the shows on the Skywalking Network, including Skywalking Through Neverland.
Talking Apes, which the next episode should be out next week, where we did an episode with Max Cervantes and Kevin Toft.
And also the Max Effects Podcast.
With Max Cervantes and Kevin Toft.
And you can find them all at skywalkingthroughneverland.com.
And you can look for a brand new show coming next month.
A brand new podcast. Called The Neverland Clubhouse.
Coming mid-October, called The Neverland Clubhouse.
And another brand new podcast series or two coming in November. Exciting, you guys. And in fact, we just put out a newsletter to update everyone. So, so I'm going to put in the comments the link to be subscribed to our newsletter mailing list so that you guys can be up to date on everything happening on the Skywalking Network, including new podcast episodes, new podcasts when we go live, and projects.
Oh, lots of interactive projects coming your way.
Yes. All right, give me 1 second while I do this. Copy. I'm going to put this right here in the chat, you guys. Bing. So please sign up to be on our mailing list. Okay. Now, if you are part of the Skywalking Force, our Patreon, we are starting to share some behind-the-scenes posts with our subscribers, like different iterations of a new podcast theme, like the Neverland Clubhouse theme that's going to be coming, or even some logo ideas. And you may even have the opportunity to vote on some things and help shape the Skywalking Network. So head to skywalkingforce.com and check out all the different levels available. And thank you to those of you who are already part of the Skywalking Force.
Now, Sarah, if people want to reach out to us on our social media platforms, where would they go?
They go to Skywalking Pod for Twitter and Instagram and TikTok. And you can also go to Facebook and search Skywalking Through Neverland to subscribe to our Facebook page and our Facebook group, which you can request to join and then answer those questions that pop up. You can also email us, share@skywalkingthroughneverland.com.
And you know what would be really great?
What?
If people went over there to Apple Podcasts or Stitcher and left us a review.
Aww.
Wouldn't that be so wicked awesome? Come on, Spice Sniffers, you can do it.
And then if you're listening to this in your podcatchers, we encourage you to watch when we record these classic Marvel Star Wars comics episodes live, because we do share the comic book pages as we talk about them and the story. It's really great. If you want to catch some of these episodes where we share those images, you can go to YouTube and search for classic Marvel Star Wars comics on our YouTube channel, and you'll be able to watch us there as well.
All right, now for classic Marvel Star Wars comics, this is Richard.
And this is Sarah.
Saying, you're a Spice Sniffer.
Now.
Batum.
Bloop. Badow.
Badow. For dupe. The wee frit.
Okay.
All right, Chris Alexander just texted me.
Right up here.
There we go. The Star Wars novelization where it is tagged. The Force tag sneered. Don't try to frighten us with your sorcerer's ways, Lord Vader. And that was a line said by Monty.
Oh.
So we can.
We'll pause it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, everyone, thank you very much. Let's read a couple of these comments.
Yes. We have a question here from Colossus Rex.
Are you ever going to cover the Marvel adaptations of Empire?
Are those along the line?
They are. Yeah,
aren't they within the issue numbers?
They are within the issue numbers. So the answer is yes.
Yeah. If they're within the issue numbers, then yes.
Yes. We're even going to cover the Star Wars annuals.
Okay. Wow.
So maybe in between story arcs, like we could do that one next.
Huh?
Because that one came out in 1979, so that would fit right in. But yeah, we will cover the Empire stories, the Empire adaptations. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right, Glenn. A couple of issues ago, you were talking about how the husband of the Queen is a king, not a prince. So who is the current king of England?
What?
Simon Greyshade?
No one is the current king of England. In terms of today.
Oh, yeah, I think that's one of those riddles.
Oh. What? I'm confused. It's Prince Philip? What?
Okay. All right.
We don't know. Oh.
Chris Alexander says issue 40 starts the adaptations.
Oh, so
that is right. So
okay.
we got
a little ways
14
to go.
issues, 14 months, like over a year.
Nice. Okay.
And it'll be a couple of years until we hit Sarah's birth.
Yeah. No kidding.
There is no king.
That's what I said, right?
Yes. Yes. Who said Prince Philip? That was Glenn.
That was Glenn.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions you want to?
Kai says nice. Kevin says yay. Richard do Dr. Evazan. He doesn't like you. You just watch yourself. We're wanted men. I have the death sentence on 12 systems.
I'll be careful. You'll be careful.
You'll be careful.
He'll be careful.
You'll be dead. There you go. Okay. Great show, says Rex Racer. See you later.
All right. Wow. Yay. Yeah, we already went over that.
All right, everyone. Hey,
yeah.
Copy time. Excellent.
Well, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So apparently Kevin liked my
you know what?
my impression more than you.
Maybe for an All Wings report in, we'll have an impressions episode. Everyone cam up.
And say,
Give an impression.
Rich, stop. My impression of you, Rich, you suck.
Oh my gosh. All right.
All right, so now while Sarah is going to edit this, I'm going to go back to editing Talking Apes. We'll have 2 episodes next week. Oh, wait a minute. You know what?
You gotta pet me.
I never showed everyone this.
You gonna pet me?
Look. That's my. I'll pet you. No. There's there's issue. My regular, my actual hard copy issue. And you know what? I think get that thing out of here. Point that thing someplace else.
You gotta scroll up. You gotta scroll up.
When do you edit the episode? Can you fix your hair in post-production? Okay.
Oh man. Burn.
All right, hold on. Chris, you had made a reference to this earlier on. See, we don't get to leave the house. This is how your hair looks. Now, Chris had. Oh, look at this. This is the actual issue. No. Look at that. I bought this 41 years ago. Back, and Chris had said, "Hey, there's an advertisement on the back cover for another science fiction little movie."
Mm-hmm.
What is that movie, everybody?
Star Trek?
It is dun, 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 dun,
Woo!
a 23rd Century Odyssey.
Now. Wow. Oh my gosh, look how cool that is. Aww.
Coming this Christmas to a theater near you.
Aww. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. And now, now I gotta put this in the hermetically sealed bag. Back, no. Same to you. Easy, 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 easy. Easy. I think the sound effect. Boom. I gotta fold it back up. This.
I'm having
Easy,
fun.
easy.
Can I touch it?
No, you are going nowhere near this. Even if you wash your hands again, you're not touching that. You're upsetting my cats, Chris says. Stop upsetting his cats. Fascinating, Kevin says. Cool poster, says Crom the Warrior. I have that issue too.
All right. Should we call it? Was that you?
That was the moth cat. What are you talking about? All right. Kelly gives us a big thumbs up.
Thanks, Kevin.
And you know what? If you're part of the Patreon, maybe you're gonna hear the new theme song to Neverland Clubhouse.
Yeah, so go check Patreon, you guys, if you already subscribed, because we just posted something there this morning. It's really fun.
I thought Rob Dillinger could not outdo himself.
I know.
My goodness, this is the cutest theme song to any podcast since I was there too.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what about
Bye, Kevin.
okay.
I mean, with an original theme song.
Okay.
An original.
Yeah.
Ours uses the Phantasmic music, so we're out of that one.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But Rob really has outdone himself.
Yes. All right, you guys, we are going to be out of here. But check out Get Vocal on Thursday for our trivia.
Yeah, and Courtney and Kelly will be seeing you tonight at 6:30 to record your promo and to record your music tracks.
Nice. All right, we're gonna say goodbye.
All right. Yes.
After this. Okay. Nice.
Neverland or never touch Richard's comics.
Nice. All right, bye.
All right, everyone. Thanks for coming. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching. Thanks for reading. Bye.